Hey everybody, welcome back. We are going to continue our series talking about inventory and how it plays a role in the supply chain. And if you go back to a prior video that I had made, I talked about how inventory, how it moves through the supply chain and the different forms it can take going through the supply chain. So now what I want to talk to you today about is the costs associated with inventory and how you need to make sure you factor these in. So let's get into it, okay? So the first one we're going to talk about is acquisition cost. And I've broken it down into three sections. So the first one, acquisition cost, carrying cost, and then stock out costs. Okay, so let's do acquisition cost. So first is your unit cost, okay? Each unit of whatever you make or manufacture, right, there's costs that go into it. So you have the material cost, labor costs, packaging, and the inbound transportation that is associated with bringing that product or that raw material in, okay? Then you have overhead. And when we talk about overhead, we're going to talk about labor, which we talked about up here, but this type of labor, we're talking about the managers, the staff that do a lot of the admin work, your IT infrastructure, those people, okay? And then any production shifting that you guys need to do to set up for a new product that you're going to put on the line, okay? You got to take into consideration ordering costs, okay? What does it cost to order that product? Now, maybe there's nothing, a hard number to it, but there's clerical, there's admin work that people in your business have to set time aside and place orders with your suppliers, okay? There's a setup cost. Anything that maybe needs to be scrapped. Maybe you need to calibrate production lines to get ready for this product, to produce this product, and any downtime that's associated when you're switching your lines, production lines, to get ready to produce, okay? And then you have your handling costs. Now, labor's included in here, but we already kind of talked about it up here, but maybe just from the handling perspective, it's equipment and it's packaging that you're using to move that product, okay? So this covers your acquisition costs. Next, let's talk about carrying costs. So first you have your capital costs, all right? And all that really is your financing and your opportunity costs. So what is the cost associated with taking that money, right, and buying inventory, or taking some of that money and using it to purchase assets, equipment, technology, whatever you want to do with your business, right? Next, you have to factor in your storage. So maybe you store your product at a 3PL. Maybe you have your own warehouse. I've seen companies where they have it set up where the company will pay the owner of the business rent. So you have to factor that in, okay? Maybe you have products sitting in trailers, okay? Maybe you're renting those trailers. Well, what's it cost to rent those trailers? And then what product do you have in there? And you need to factor that in, okay? Any insurance that you think you need? A lot of companies will carry insurance on their inventory, right? You could have product get damaged. A natural disaster could occur, could get stolen, right? So you have insurance. Taxes. Now, not every state taxes inventory. Maybe there's a few, but again, that's something that you should consider into your costs, right? And then any in transit. And what I mean by that is some companies will produce product and they'll move it to another manufacturing site to finish producing it. Well, when it's moving between one manufacturer to another and you're transporting it, that's costs that's associated that you need to make sure you're passing on to your customer. Or maybe you've already finished the product, it's out of your manufacturer, now you're shipping it to a distribution center to serve customers in a certain region. Again, you still need to factor in for those transportation costs, okay? So those are some of the ones that fall under carrying costs. And now last, you have stock out costs. And all stock out means is you've gone through all your stock, you don't have any left, and now you still have orders coming in, you're out of stock, okay? So what are some of the costs that you have to incur and think about? So the first one is you have loss of revenue because now you can't make the sale. You also have damage to your reputation. You have damage to your business. And then you have the potential loss of future revenue, okay? So I hope this helps. I hope all this makes sense. Again, these are just things that as you're going through your business, making sure you're taking these costs into consideration when you're formulating your price for customers. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, guys, and have a great day.